错来的。我希望这集作品能够为他们发生新生的新生的事。
So what time does your segment start?
I have no idea.
So they will just cue you?
Yeah, I'm in the intermission. So right now, I think in about 10-15 minutes time, the people that are part of this competition, they will do their performance. There are judges. The judges will go and do their judging, which will take about 10 minutes. And it is in that intermission that I perform. So it's a halftime show. So less pressure.
欢迎大家来到我们今天2023年，哇，这是一场特别的比赛。所以在这比赛之前呢，我想舒缓一下所有参赛者的一些情绪哦，所以为大家安排了一个特别的迎宾礼。这迎宾礼是什么呢？我们请来了一位非常有才华的本地年轻人，就是我们的这一位英俊的年轻人。你要不要上来自我介绍一下？
谢谢，你好大家，我是王家靖，是一个纪录片导演。那今天很期待的能够有这个机会，给你们介绍一下我最新的纪录片《乐在其中》。
对啊，那其实你觉得《乐在其中》对你来讲是不是一个非常非常有意义的一个作品？
的确，因为其实呢，我自己对纪录片认为它是一个很美丽的一个艺术。可是我需要用几十年的时间去练习，看怎么发挥我自己的创造力。那我觉得这个作品就实现了我一个梦想。
哇，所以我们愿不愿意支持一个年轻人的梦想？愿意，我们把它变成理想，好不好？对了，好，那我们就敬请期待。
好，
欢迎
谢谢。
嘉靖。
I chose the lowest hanging fruit for my speech, but I think also something that I am very invested in. This year, one of my main focus is to go all around Singapore showcasing my music documentary, A Feeling of Music Playing. And because it has elements of Chinese culture and Chinese instruments, I know that sooner or later I'm going to face Chinese speaking audiences. And so I want to use this chance to tell people in Mandarin what this documentary is, and also to tie it in with why I became a documentary storyteller. Writing about me is easy. Trying to say it is easy. Trying to do it well, now that becomes that lifelong journey. So this is maybe just that next first step in a long journey on how to express myself in Chinese, using a couple of idioms, using words that I've never used before, but also at the same time not foreign to me. It's like, I really wanted to use this word to encapsulate what I'm trying to say. So yeah. The 判断力和决策。
I'm saying there's still words that you say.
No, there's a lot. Even right now, I'm not feeling stage fright. What I'm feeling is dreading the result of not doing my best. I'm not sure whether I bit off more than I can chew. I felt like maybe I didn't give enough time in practicing. The fact that now I have to hold the script in my hand while I present, I really feel is some of a failure for me. But at the same time, sometimes I remind myself, to be honest, a few months ago, even with a script in my hand, I also cannot say it. So am I being too hard on myself?
我就是能够让你知道你不知道的算命师蔡半仙。
很多人不知道，我其实是一位专业的算命师。
其实呢，我觉得在 在我所接触的很多人当中呢，无论你年纪多大，
经营一个家庭，做丈夫的要有丈夫的样子，做妻子的要有妻子的样子。谢谢大家。
是不是很精彩？是哦，什么精彩？除了我们的比赛很精彩，接下来的这些节目也非常的精彩。现在这个小时段呢，我们要做什么呢？我们再邀请我们的这位导演上来为我们分享他刚才的作品，请我们嘉靖。
大家晚上好。那我就是王嘉靖，是刚才那个纪录片《乐在其中》的导演。那首先呢，我是非常想要感谢佘女士，还有也是喜耀华语讲演会，给我这个机会向你们展现一下我的这个整个华语学习的过程。那我为什么这样说呢？为什么我拿着一个手机呢？前夫人上台的时候没有拿手机啊？那是因为前1年我花了那笔时间重新开始练习了华文，这是第一次我用华语去展现不管什么题目那其实我是希望能表现得好。也分享也说很热烈的分享，为什么呢？因为我其实很希望他们也有跟我一样的那种感觉。为什么我小时候爱上了纪录片？纪录片我觉得它是一种艺术。那这些跟乐在其中有什么关系呢？从小我认识了很多朋友，他们都有音乐的爱好，包括我的老婆，还有我的2个妹妹。那在跟他们讨论，或者跟我朋友讨论音乐的时候，每次想要谈为什么你会选这个音乐啊？你怎么弹这么美啊？总算我们的讨论会到一段，他们就会跟我讲：“哎呀，这是一种感觉，我很难跟你解释，让你了解。”可是呢，当我一遇到这种问题，我第一个想到的就是纪录片的魅力，因为它就可能教我一些东西嘛。所以我就去认识你刚所看到的乐在其中的几位朋友，从他们学习。这我也是觉得是我当做纪录片导演的责任。我希望我用这种方式，我就可以把我拥有的知识影响我的纪录片导演的判断力、决策能力。我希望用这个方式的话，我的这个作品乐在其中，能让音乐家或者充满好奇心的音乐的观众朋友，当面对千言万语以难形容的情况，他们可以用乐在其中当作是一个桥梁，继续沟通，继续一起欣赏音乐所带来的快乐。谢谢。
How are you feeling?
Feel okay. 10 minutes went by very fast. I think I got the gist of it, but a lot of the 成语 that I might have practiced all fly out the window. Well, I am a native Singapore Chinese, and it's not like it's a foreign language. I think their praises, I accept them, but I don't feel it's worth celebrating over. I mean, if we really want to sum up, it is still worth acknowledging that I have just did my first Chinese presentation in life, and I actually managed to go from start to end with somewhat of a coherent message. But I got there almost like I stumbled on the way there. So every time when you see me check the phone, that means I already lost my train of thought, or there was already something I want to say, but then I forgot. The biggest constraint that I have is my dictionary. And Chinese is still more difficult for me than English. Yeah, but it seems like that one you can only do that with time and practice time and practice. Yeah, but okay lah. Don't take it away from the fact that I just survived a 10-minute speech. Then it seems like, at least from one of the conversations, I'm about to do the exact same thing next week to a totally different crowd. Cool. 哎。